In this video, we're going to be taking a look at writing headlines, lead sentences, and also body paragraphs in a news report. Now, let's take a look at page 312 in your practice companion book, and let's review the model for characteristics of good news reports. And I do want you to write these down in your notes. So first of all, the headline grabs the reader's attention is very important in a news report. Secondly, the lead sentence is a summary of the news report. Thirdly, the body paragraphs provide more details about the topic or event. And then finally, the facts are in order from most to least important. Okay, so what I mean by the body paragraphs provide more details about the topic or event. In other words, the lead paragraph is going to really show and really introduce the reader about the topic, and then the body paragraphs will really get into the nitty-gritty details of the event. Now, first of all, let's take a look at writing a headline. Now, it is important that the headline is the first thing that grabs the reader's attention. It is very important that the catchy language is used that relates to the topic. And then sometimes it's even easier to write the headline last. Okay, so we can either write that at the very beginning or maybe even last. That really helps you with the topic, but you can also edit the headline as you go. So this is kind of like the title of the news report. Now let's take a look at the lead sentences. So the first sentence in a news report that must state the most important information. So the lead sentence is the first sentence in a news report. It has to state the most important information. Now, we even talked about the other day that the lead sentence needs to basically summarize the whole entire news report. If you take a look at page 312, it reads, residents of Maryburg went without power for 3 days last week as a result of an earthquake hundreds of miles away. So very, very important sentence, contains a lot of facts into one strong sentence. Okay, so very, very important to understand that the lead sentence is an important part of the news report. So here's an example of something that you may even think. So you need to grab the reader's attention in the headline and state the purpose of the news report in the lead sentence. So if you write about recent weather events, I'll start with people throughout the state suffered through a terrible storm. Now the headline may be weather a cause for concern. Okay, so you can see that the lead sentence will state the facts and what the news report is going to be about, and then the headline is just something catchy that will catch the reader's attention. Now, once you finish with that headline, the lead sentence, you're going to get into your body paragraphs. Okay, now after you write the lead, you will need to address the rest of the questions from your event summary chart. Remember the who, the what, the when, the where, the why, and the how. Now, each paragraph should contain facts and details. It is important to incorporate any quotes from interviews or any sources that you may have within the body paragraphs. So I do want you to write these down. You can paraphrase what I have on my screen, but I do want you to write it down in your notes so you know what to do when you're writing the body paragraphs. So you may even need to pause the video to write these down. So body paragraphs continued. It is important to organize the information from most to least important. So your most significant research should come first, followed by less significant research. So you can even see that in the writing model. It starts off with tremors and how it all happened. And then finally in that fifth paragraph even talks about the mayor talking about a solution to the problem, which may not be as important to the actual event. Okay, so very important that the research follows just the order of significance. And then think about that each source could be present in its own paragraph. So having about 5 sources could be very helpful, and then using 1 source per paragraph. So when you come to class today, you're going to be bringing your event summary chart to begin your draft. You're going to be creating a headline and then also a lead sentence, and you're going to start getting into your body paragraphs where we're going to be presenting the most to least important, and as I said before, probably about 1 source per paragraph. So this is going to be your assignment when you come to writing today. So that concludes the video on writing headlines, lead sentences, and body paragraphs. If you have any questions about this concept, please come and see me.